we need to start reconnecting ourselves to think also for our people, where our people could have other people together thinking for the Black world. We are strong. We are not in minority. We're no longer in minority. That means we should have a group of intelligence, the way that they say it for themselves. They are the intelligence that is thinking for the world, but I am in their world. You see what I mean? We are in their world. That means we need to find Black people that want also as intelligent to be together and think for the future of their children, not just for me or for my children, but for theirs too, because theirs is a part of the future. And this is where Black people is failing all the time, because Black people is looking at a superiority thing that doesn't exist for me. For me, it's my opinion. I think when you are well educated, you are well educated to bring a change for your community. Don't
Absolutely.
go in the crowd that doesn't look like you. You need to be in your crowd, because you're going to fall very badly in another crowd with all the intelligence. You're going to find that you've been abused all your time. But don't tell me that you feel abused when you're 90 years old, that you can give nothing more to your community. You need to bring what you have in your community. I looked up the success of a lot of Black as artists, as, athletic, football and whatever. I'm looking at their success. Few of them think or talk the way that we are talking. It's like I struggle to be there. So I don't need to have someone else struggle. It's not my problem. Let them struggle to come where I am and the pedestal where I am. I think when you are successful, you need to look at the community where you came from and see how much you could help with the money that you have, instead than having things over and over that you will leave, because the day that you die, you will leave all of this. You will leave with just you in a box.
What if that is part of the design? Because you were saying before, no, that if you go to India, you see the Indian having their representation of God. Now we're talking of life and death. We need to be able to explain it to ourselves to make sense to us. If you go to China, the Chinese have a way of representing God to them, their life and their death. If you go to Japan, it's the same. But if you go to the whole of Africa, not even one country is exempted. The whole of Africa.
The whole Black world.
Okay.
Because don't take it for Africa like Africa is responsible. They've been colonized also, the same way that we all been colonized.
But that is what we are talking about. Why can't we have our own way of interpreting our spirituality? Because what you are saying now, it makes a lot of sense. Now, these people that are highly placed in the society, where do they go to interpret their spirituality? When they are rejoicing, where do they go? When they make money, where do they go? Because all this will have a way of affecting the people. Beginning from a childhood, let me just put it this way. Speaking your language, your African language was considered negative. For this, a child was punished in school for speaking what they call vernacular. Somebody think it doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's leave that aside. What about the dressing? That when you dress in an African style, it is negative. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. What about the language? that when you speak your own language, okay, somebody think it is not sexy enough. Ah, that is not very beautiful. You need to speak the Queen's English, you know, you need to speak like the French do. That is the educated type of people. We think that doesn't make any sense. Then when the people begin to act according to this information that is coming to them, it is no longer surprising that a lot of people, maybe in Africa, maybe the politician, they gather the money that belongs to the entire community. They come to France or UK or Switzerland to hide the money. It is according to the plan. In most of the cases, the program that we are running, that is running in our head, let's put it like that, is actually designed by other people. So we are running the program according to how we have been designed. This is why it makes any sense at all that maybe politicians in Nigeria or in other part of Africa could steal the money that belongs to the entire country. They come to England or come to US or UK or Switzerland and hide the money there. He's not using the money. The people are not using the money. But for him, it is okay. It is okay because this is how we have been programmed. If maybe we come to what you were saying before, no? If we understand that we are a people, we have a common objective, we need to live, we need to survive in this world, it would be impossible to process that kind of information. That the money that belongs to the people, to your people, you take it away from them. They are in hunger. They don't have dress. They don't have food to eat. People are suffering. You hide it somewhere. Not that you are using it. Not that you really. What kind of investment are you doing outside where your people are in suffering? So this is part of the program. Yeah.
There is one thing. It's very important to understand that because most of the people, that is, we are talking about the politician now, and you find every Black politician very much the same way. Every Black politician is looking for a white country that is dealing with his country to support him to be in power. While they are in power, I always said that it's very negative what I'm going to say, but it is the truth. I like to look at myself in a mirror and say, okay, this is a reality. This is what I look like. Black people, when you give them power, for them to see power, they have to put their feet on top of their brother. That's how they feel they are in charge. It's like that in their mother's womb, they never receive in their umbilical cord what they call love, because they were born by doing this. And most of the leaders, Black leaders, they were educated also by those books that showed them their inferiority and brings up the superiority of the white world. So when you take a Black person that takes money from his country to bring to another world, sometimes this also, it's an offer, because this white world is going to use that Black leader at the end when they are through using him. Because you've been used in every way in the society where you are not included. When you are included in a society, you will find a lot of things that is in the profit of the people that you are sort of representing, because as a president, you represent your people. You are there to see them well. You are there to think for them with your government. You are there to give them a good life. There is a basic thing that you are there for them, to make sure they live in a good condition. They have school for their children. They had water. They have electricity. They have gas, modern system of gas, so they could prepare food. And that's where your economy started to build up, because you need to create job for your people. As much you create job, the money is going to work itself in the country, with the people, for the people. But when you are dictated by a supporter, because the supporter gives you money to make your campaign to be a president, nothing is free.